Hey, you guys are white. I was in Seattle. I know, that's like when people find out you're gay and they're like, you're gay? Do you know my gay cousin Daniel from Akron, Ohio? I'm like, no. But I do have a picture of his dick on my phone. I was in Seattle for the International Women's Day March. Happy belated International Women's Day, ladies. Whoop, whoop. I celebrate Women's Day every day, obviously just more intensely than you guys. No. I'm not political, but you know, doing drag is inherently accidentally political because gay people, we just want equal rights, you know? Oh no, just me, apparently. Wow, okay. No, I'm cool, actually. Gay people, we just want equal rights, but don't we all have that gay friend where you're like, I don't know if you should have rights, girl. My gay friends make me homophobic. I have a gay friend who was constipated, and he remedied the situation by sitting on the toilet and doing poppers. I was like, I don't know if someone should be able to legally marry you. Gay guys, explain to the straight girls what poppers are. The straight girls are like, jalapeno poppers, oh my God. I'm so into poppers right now. I'm not just gay, I'm also white. And you know, white people, historically, this is not our shining moment, you know? We don't have real problems, so our minds fill with crazy shit. I mean, white people are the ones who thought of puzzle stores. Stores that sell puzzles. Only white people's lives are so charmed and so privileged, they're like, what should I do today? I'm gonna go buy a problem.
Thank you. Oh my God, I actually am gay. Clap if you can hear my gay voice, right? Look at all these progressives. No, you wanna know where I run into issues with it is because, first of all, when you become a comedian, everybody around you, like your agent, your manager, they convince you that now you have to become an actor. Like, you've got to audition, get in there, get in sitcoms, go be a TV star. So, like, I went out, I did this, like, audition, and I was like, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna be an actor, and they always, like, bullet point, like, what your character description's gonna be. So, you know, with my gay voice, this is very difficult. Like, this one woman was like, all right, here's your character, his name is Zach, he's 19, and he's a football player. Well, Zach's gonna have a secret to share with everyone. It's just so stupid, and also, like, I know what I look like. I'm Italian, and I'm also Mexican. So, like, from here up, I just look like a deli worker. Oh, I have what I call deli face. Like, without gay voice, I'd probably sound like, my friend, or whatever. Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That could be like its own musical, like Deli Man, like, come get your meat. That's in my Grindr profile. Oh, I'm so sick of Grindr. I'm on it, and I know who's on it. Grindr is the Pokemon Go of the past. Grindr, yes. Okay, first of all, let me just say this, because everybody else was straight. They're like, well, we have our own Grindr. We have Tinder. Calm down. Tinder is tepid compared to Grindr. Like, Tinder, it shows you how far someone is by, like, the mile. Grindr shows you how far someone is by the foot. Which is why I think they should call it fruit by the foot. But that's just, it would be so much better. Can you imagine? Oh, I think about, like, growing up, and the first gay person that I saw on television was C-3PO. Am I wrong? Yes. The Richard Simmons of space. C-3PO. And let me just say this. He got gayer in each Star Wars movie. Like, the first movie, he was just sort of like, oh my. But then, like, by Return of the Jedi, literally at one point, he goes, dear Lord. I'm like... Robot's arms don't go up like that. And his whole thing, too, is like, I'm fluent in over 6 million forms of communication, and you chose gay Brit. Oh, it's so, and every Disney character is gay, no question. Every single Disney character, Jafar. Prince Boo-Boo, okay. Yeah, you really want to fuck Jasmine, got it. I mean, if you wear a jewel and your best friend's a parrot, you're gay. So annoying. I was such a gay kid, you know what I mean? I was such a gay, I mean, there was no hiding it. I mean, like, so I'm very Italian. I grew up on the same block as my first 22 cousins. I used to come home every single day after preschool, and I would run to my cousin's basement. My cousin Megan had these ruby red slippers, and I loved them. I would put them on, I'd walk around in it, da-da-da. And the kids never shamed me. I mean, they're picking their nose, they're shitting their pants, they don't give a shit, right? It is always the adult who shames you. It's always the adult who pulls you aside and tells you you're different, this is wrong, you shouldn't do this. Gender roles. I mean, it's like, I still hold on to the shame. I remember the first time I was shamed. I will never, ever forget it. My Uncle Mike pulled me aside and he said, Mateo, why aren't you outside playing football like all the other boys? And I looked at him and I said, well, it is very hard to catch a football while you're running in these heels. Like, you know,
So, boys and girls, I don't know if you can hear it. Yeah, I'm British, born and raised in London, England, from Nigerian parents, but now living in New York City. So I now live in the States, live there now. Used to live in Los Angeles, had to leave Hollywood because I don't fit into the Hollywood industry. I don't have the Hollywood look. I mean, look at me. Look at me! Look at me. I don't. Look, there's two looks for black women in Hollywood. You either look like Halle Berry or Precious. And there's 7 people have seen that movie. I don't fit into Hollywood. Look, you can't see me playing Beyonce in a biopic, can you? I could even play Beyonce's friends, or Beyonce's mum, or Beyonce's mum's friends. I could possibly play somebody who robbed one of Beyonce's mum's friends and then end up on Orange is the New Black. So I'm from London, African parents. I'm looking forward to the next Olympics in Brazil. I'm looking forward to that, it's gonna be fun. I think African countries don't need to step up their Olympics game. I don't know if you saw the London Olympics and the rower from Niger who came last. Like really last. Like super last. Like, what the hell are you doing here? Last. Do you realize he'd taken up rowing? Not started training, taken up rowing 3 months before the Olympics. So literally, this guy was in Africa in his little hut watching some white dude from Cambridge rowing, and he looks up and went, you know what? I think I can do that. So he built himself a boat out of sticks and locusts and dreams, and came to England to come last. And that's not the first time African countries have come out with this rubbish at the Olympics. I don't know if you guys remember the 2000 Sydney Olympics, and there was a guy there that became affectionately known as Eric the Eel. And this was a guy who'd learnt to swim 2 weeks! Before his country saw fit to send him to the Olympics to swim against the best swimmers in the world. And guess what happened, boys and girls? Guess what happened? He came last. Like last, like really, really last, like super last, like Jesus Christ last. And he was the best swimmer his country had to offer. What the hell were the other swimmers like? Muzumbe, you are not supposed to drink the water.
G'day. Oh. I'm from Australia. That doesn't deserve a response, but thank you. It's nice to be here. I haven't been going so well back home. I've been getting a bit of negative feedback from my people, the lesbians. They're not happy with my work of late, and I've been getting a bit of negative feedback. And if there is something my people love, it is giving a bit of feedback. We're not shy. We'll let you know why you're upsetting everybody. But I had this spokesperson, one of our spokespeople, self-appointed, we all are, approached me straight after a show to give me a bit of feedback. And if there is a good time to give me a bit of feedback, it is straight after a show. I love that time. That is definitely when my skin is at its thickest. I love it. Yes, please. Listening ears on. Oh. She came up to me after a show and she said, I was very disappointed in your show this year, Hannah. This year. That got me. I thought, oh no, she's been on this assignment for a while. The problem, she said, I don't think there was enough lesbian content. I said, you know, I was on stage the whole time. I was honest. I didn't even straighten up halfway through. I don't know. It's a worrying trend though, you know, I'm a comedian, but really am I? You know, what sort of comedian can't even make the lesbians laugh? Love how tense that makes a room. You all know the answer to that. It's every comedian ever. Nobody can make the lesbians laugh, but you're looking at me going, she's a lesbian, this is a trap. And it is, but let's walk into it together. I happen to believe that that's a technically perfect joke, bulletproof. What sort of comedian can't make the lesbians laugh? Every comedian ever, because it's based on very true stereotypes. It's funny because it's true. Us lesers, we don't have a sense of humour. And you want to laugh at that because it's true. We don't. It's how we are. We're set to stern, straight out of puberty. It's like someone stabbed a potato with a spoon. That's our lot, right? The only people, though, who hate that joke, who don't think that joke is funny, are us lesers. We hate that joke because we don't have a sense of humour, but we have to laugh because if we don't, it proves the point. Checkmate. It's a perfect joke. It is. It's not my joke. Gosh, it's not my joke. I don't really think I wrote that joke. Gosh, that's been around for a long time. It's a classic. It was written before ever I was a comedian. Before, in fact, that joke was written at a time before even women generally were funny. Back in the good old days, when you could say anything you wanted and nobody was offended. I've been assured it was a lovely time. But I think it's important to acknowledge when language shifts, because back then in the good old days, a lesbian meant something much different than it does today. A lesbian now pertains to sexuality. But back then, a lesbian was just any woman not laughing at a man. That's generally how you found out. It's like, lighten up. Just a joke. You need to have sex with a man. Lighten up. Interesting advice. I got a letter on Facebook I call it a letter. That's controversial, I know. There's a lot of old people who deny that. They're saying, no, a letter requires paper and effort. But it was a letter because it said, Dear Hannah, comma, new line. Who does that? And it said, you owe it to yourself and your community to come out as transgender. Now, all jokes aside, I do want to do my absolute best by my community, but that was new information to me at the time. I did not know that. I thought when I came out as a lesbian, that was it for closets for me, but it turns out I exist in a babushka doll of closets. No, I don't identify as transgender. Power and respect to anybody on that journey, but it isn't mine. I'm clearly gender not normal. This has been going on all my life, but no, I don't identify as transgender. I don't even think lesbian is the right identity fit for me. Really, I don't. I think if I had my way, if I could just click my finger and have people see me for how I see myself, how I feel that I am, I would say first and foremost, I identify as tired. I am very tired. Yeah.
Just moved to Los Angeles, California. Heard of it? Yes, a few of you have. It's a pretty cool place. I like it. My one big beef with the city of Los Angeles, though, is it is a driving city. So I had to buy a car for the first time in like a decade and start driving again, and I am not good at it. And when you're a bad driver with this face, it's a real nightmare. You know, it is no fun. I feel like I've seen every version of course, face in LA, and I don't appreciate that. I don't appreciate that face. Every time I see that face, I just get so mad. I want to roll down my window and be like, excuse me, sir. No. I'm not a bad driver because I'm Asian. I'm a bad driver because I have bad night vision and I text, okay? It's a personal choice. I refuse to get better. I will die in this Nissan Sentra, okay? So I'm in LA now. I am a single person in LA trying to get out there and date, and I can sense you guys getting a little bit exhausted as I move into this part of the set, because you're like, oh great, just what I wanted to hear about, another hot person who's single. And I get it. It is frustrating to hear, because when you're hot and you're single, it is a prison of your own making. You know, it is just walls built up with your own high expectations and bad personality. And you can really set yourself free from that jail cell at any time. All you have to do is lower your expectations and finally text Dan back, you know? Like, that's all it takes. There's always a Dan waiting in the wings, you know? He knows you just turned 30 and you're sad. Waiting for the call. But it's tough being single. I'm on all the apps, you know, I'm on every single one right now. You know, my apartment is just a revolving door of strangers that I met on the internet. And a lot of my friends are very concerned for my personal safety. You know, a lot of them are like, Joel, you know, you're meeting with all these strangers. Aren't you worried that you might get murdered? You know, like one of these strangers might just come in and murder you. And I'm like, yeah, that's kind of a big part of it for me, you know? Because my thing is if I've been murdered, I've still been picked, you know? And that ultimately is the most important part of dating, I've found.
What a space. I love seeing how people congregate. I wrote many books on the social topography of space, and so it's cool to see it. And all the people in the back, I just worry for you, you know, who hurt you? Why? You know, why are you all the way back there? Kind of, my voice doesn't matter. You know, that's so upsetting. And yet, thank you for coming tonight. It means so much to me and my kids. Come on out, guys. I don't have kids, but can you imagine if I were to have children, how powerful that moment would have been? On your feet. Don't stand, okay? It's my time, okay? It's my time. Oh, how do I do it? The bravery of what I do. I do comedy, I was forced into it, but I do it mostly as a way to deal with the overwhelming privilege of my childhood. And thank you, yeah. Just kind of a white woman in America, just kind of all the resources that were afforded to me at such a young age. And my parents, since I was born, you know, we love you, you're special, you know. And even still, they give me that love, and they're still together. Whoa, you know, just the weight of that is so, yeah, it's crippling. So I kind of am up here to sort of deal with that and go, what happened to me, you know? and work through those feelings live. Thank you. That was involuntary. Everyone do me a favor, just go, Isn't that nice? Yeah. That's really where you should be speaking from in your everyday life is right there. You'll notice I sort of naturally, I come out kind of, I tend to speak in this register, right? Which is years of calcified hostility, right? And, but if nice to meet you. But if I just allow myself to kind of go here and kind of, and sort of, I love you, right? I see people falling in love with me, it's crazy. But that is ultimately where you start a franchise, is right in there. So that's kind of information you can take with you and carry back to your town or wherever it is that you hail from. And I want you to know that was totally free, okay? That information is free. It's like a really good crowd. Wow. No, really, thank you. I can't be honest with my friends. I don't understand. I do want to thank you for just giving me a safe place to heal publicly. Due to my violently Hasidic features, sometimes at this point, no, let's be honest, sometimes at this point in the set, people will stand up, scream, witch, witch, burn the witch, so I guess what I'm trying to say is the fact that you haven't done that is such an overwhelming display of love and trust. Yeah. And they said we couldn't do it. They said it wasn't possible. But tonight we raised there's no money raised, but it does. I can't explain it, but there's the energy of a fundraiser in the room. And I think that's so cool.
Hello, how are you? Good. Please settle down. I love doing comedy. I love when comedians take the mic out of the mic stand. Move the mic stand out of the way. Some comedians move it even further. It's like, where are you headed? Where does this go? Couldn't possibly do a show with this on stage. I just remembered they asked if I move around at all on stage, and I said, not at all. Can I get off the stage? It's okay if the camera doesn't follow me, right? Things happen. Come on, there's 7 cameras. You guys will find me, right? Oh my gosh. Do you guys like impressions? You feel neutral about them? I love when people tell you the impression, and then they repeat the name of the impression like immediately after. Like you're gonna forget what they just said. So this is my impression of a person doing impressions. My impression of a person doing impressions. Do you guys like impressions? Yeah? Oh, good. This is my impression of a person doing impressions. My impression of a person doing impressions. Do you guys like impressions? Yeah? Okay, great. No, I actually do 3 impressions, aside from that one that I just nailed. first impression is of a spring. A spring. Spring. Look, they get better from here. To some of you, maybe not. That's fine, that's fine. Second impression, curtains opening. Curtains opening. Oh, you like that? Okay, all right. Third and final impression. Clown horn. Clown horn. I need silence. Clown horn.
Hey everybody, my name is Robin Tran and I am transgender, and that is a coincidence. Someone always thinks that I transitioned for one pun, and that's not why I did it. The best thing about coming out as transgender actually is that people have been so thrown off by this that they've totally forgotten to be racist. So it's the best thing that's happened so far. I get asked a lot of annoying questions about my transition. People always want to know about the surgery. And I'm so sick of people asking me if I'm gonna get the surgery. Because look, I don't know what you think I have underneath my dress, but I'll tell you what I don't have is $100,000. I came out to my mom recently, and that was really, really hard, you know. Thank you. And I mean, emotionally it was hard, but I mean more logistically, because she doesn't speak any English, and I don't really speak Vietnamese, so it was literally logistically difficult to come out to my mom. One day we're sitting in the car, and I just go, "Mom, in Vietnam, do they have people born boy, brain, girl?" And she goes, "What? Born boy, brain, girl." And she goes, "Okay, I don't know. Sometime." And I go, "Okay, me, that." And she goes, "No." And I go, "Yes, Mom." She goes, "No, you not girl, you boy." And I go, "Mom, boy, girl." And she goes, "No, you boy, you lucky, because boy is good and girl is bad." And I go, "Why?" And she goes, "I don't know." This is going on for like 45 minutes. Born boy, brain girl, we're just yelling at each other. Eventually I get through to her a little bit, and she goes, "Okay, I understand, but to me, I still see you as boy." And I go, "Okay, Mom, you see me as boy, I sad, I kill myself." And she goes, "Oh, you girl." I'm like, "Yes, Mom, exactly. I'm girl, yes."
Hey guys, what's up? You guys remember that hot girl in high school the guys wanted to bang? That was me. I'm Trinidadian. Does anyone know what that is? No? Let me tell you about it. Trinidad is a small Caribbean island right across from Venezuela. Our biggest exports are coconuts, oil, and coconut oil. So we're like really rich right now. And because of where we are in the world, we're very ethnically ambiguous. Like, no one ever knows what race we are. I remember one time I was walking down the street and this drunk white dude came up to me and he was like, "You fucking Packy. Go back to your country." And I was just like, "I'm black." Awkward. And he was just like, "Oh my God, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Have a nice day." And then he just like sauntered off. And I was devastated by this. I was like, really? In 2018, this is happening to me? Finally, a nice racist? Who knew?
Is everybody good? Does everybody have a good childhood? It's 2015. I'm feeling good. It's 2015. This year, I just want to shine bright like a diamond this year. It's all I want. But I feel I'm having a weird year. I just got out of a long-term relation. Thanks for your sympathy. No, it was really like a 5-year relation. I was in a long-term. I was engaged. I was gonna get married. Thank you. Finally, somebody gives a shit. But I feel like the first sign that you're not mature enough to get married is you're abbreviating relationship to relation. But we broke up in December. But yeah, I find my parents are really worried about me. My parents, Wendy and James. Give it up for Wendy and James, guys. They're the best, guys. But they're really, I visited them. I'm from Toronto, but I live in England, and I visited them on the way here. They're extremely concerned. My mom is always worried anyway, that's just her state of mind. Like the sentence, for real, that she says more than any other sentence in the English language is just, "Oh my God." That's her level of stress for everything. Oh my God. I'm constantly on the phone to her in England, and she's like, "How's the weather in London?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's fine, actually. It's pretty nice. It's a bit muggy." Oh my God. But she's worried about me being single. She's very concerned. And I was engaged to a woman. You'll be shocked to hear. But she very sneakily, my mom, last time I visited, she broached the subject, and she was like, we're all very sad, but have you thought about switching it up? She was like, but I was like, okay, first of all, sneaky, Wendy, but also, sure, yeah, I really like men. I've dated an eclectic group of very lucky men. I went out with this guy when I was 13 called Ian Peach. Do you guys know Ian Peach? Wait, seriously? Wait, you do? Yeah, from Toronto. Oh my God. Are you serious? Shh. My stomach just fell out through my vagina from fear. Oh my God, we'll talk later. When I was about 13, we went out for 6 months. I think we only hung out twice. But we were in love, and Ian Peach, he broke up with me on speakerphone while all of his friends listened, and they were all laughing. Thank you. 90% of you are like, yeah, fine, that seems normal. That's how we break up with people. No, it was the harshest breakup. And he was playing our song over speakerphone. He got a CD player and was playing our song, which was Aerosmith's Don't Wanna Miss a Thing. That was our song because we slow danced to it at a party and he got a semi. So that was our song. And I'm very proud of that fact. And he was like, look, I don't think we should see each other anymore. And then I hear these peals of laughter, and I realized his whole class was listening. I'm over it now. You can tell him I'm over it. I never even talk about it publicly. But I was doing an interview in England for a magazine, and the structure of the interview was 10 rapid-fire questions, and they were like, it's gonna be fun, it's word association, just say the first thing that comes into your mind. And so we're going through the things, and it's easy stuff like, what's your favorite thing about England? Who's your favorite Spice Girl? Rapid fire. And we get to the final question, they're like, last question, rapid fire, why are you gay? As a rapid fire question, guys. And I was like, well, just like panicking. And I think if I'd had any time to think about it, I would have gone away and come up with something vaguely progressive. Like, I think labels can be divisive, and I don't feel the need to identify as anything other than a human being. But well, but I panicked. And I said, maybe Ian Peach in grade 9. It was the first thing that came to my mind was his face. And the worst part is, and I wish I'd written this, you can Google the interview. I'm on record now for the rest of my life as saying, in answer to the question, why are you gay? They've misquoted me, and they've put, maybe eating a peach in grade 9. It's the worst misquote of all time. It's the absolute worst. And then the worst part is that my mom, Wendy, has a Google alert set up. You know, you can set up on Google an alert where if keywords come up, you get an email. So my mom has one set up with my name. So Wendy got an email with that interview, and then I got a phone call like, oh my God. And she's like, is it true? She was like, I don't understand. We gave your brother the same peaches.
Well, if you couldn't tell by my outfit, I've been aggressively gay. I've been aggressively gay for 2 years now. Yes. I used to be very docile, neighborhood homosexual. My youngest brother actually was recently married, and I was not invited to the wedding. No, it was just a last-minute thing. He didn't think I could make it. We're fine. I love him very much. This is about what my mother did at my brother's wedding, which is insane. My brother, a few months before he got married, converted to Islam, which I think is fantastic. Whatever religious journey he wants to go on, I'm gonna support him no matter what. But that doesn't, thank you. But that doesn't matter because I was not invited to the wedding. However, I'm Ethiopian, that's why I look perfect. And we're one of the oldest Christian nations, so my mother is extra crispy Christian. Like she knows all the herbs and spices to make religious fury. So when she found out my brother converted, she got very upset. They had a big fight, but my brother at the time assumed it was resolved. Fast forward to his wedding, his last-minute wedding. No one informed my mother that I'll be at a mosque until she showed up to a mosque, which is too late for her to find out. So she was being nasty, just mean, vicious, just angry at everyone. But they were like, you know what? It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Once the ceremony starts, there's no way she'll act out. That ain't how she works. So the ceremony starts, and the imam politely asks the parents of the bride and the groom to come stand next to their child. My brother's wife, her dad runs right up like a good person. My mom, however, doesn't move a muscle, goes, no! Then she takes her chair, picks it up, turns around to face the exact opposite direction of her son's wedding, and then sits back down like a child on timeout. That's awkward. Everyone in the everyone's just like, this is weird. But they're like, you know what? It's fine, it's fine. We'll just keep going. There's no way she'll act out again. No, that ain't how she works. So they get to most of the ceremony. They actually get to most of the ceremony, and then they're finally at their final vows, their everlasting words of devotion to each other, which were in Arabic, a language my mother speaks fluently. So during their final vows, my mother gets up and says the following words out loud in a mosque in Arabic at her son's wedding. Your God is not real. There is only one real God. So that's the part of the wedding where you have to kick my mom the hell out. And they did. They dragged her out before she went full African Donald Trump on everyone. And the entire time she's yelling, "This is a Christian nation," as they push her into a car. But the worst part of this whole situation, the worst part, I was not invited to the wedding. This is all secondhand information. Do you understand? I have been dreaming of kicking my mother out of my gay-ass wedding ever since I was a little girl, okay? And my younger heterosexual brother beat me to it with a loophole. I didn't know she was Islamophobic. And didn't even think to invite me. Now I have to have my wedding at a mosque. On top of a synagogue, in the middle of a Buddhist temple. And you know what? Everybody here is invited to my wedding.
I'm not from around here, as you can tell by this very sophisticated accent. I'm from the South in North Carolina. Thank you. 3 people in the back. I miss the South. I miss my Southern grandma. I feel like Southern grandmas have one goal in life, and that's to make you and your dog fat. When I was in middle school, like every day my grandma would feed me like fried chicken, biscuits, gravy, mashed potatoes, and that was just like an afternoon snack. And whatever I didn't eat, she fed to my dog, so I, of course, gained 50 pounds, and my dog started to look like a giant baby seal. I was like, oh my God, I cannot go to Kentucky Fried Chicken every day after school. I would get diabetes. That's what Southern people call diabetes. It's diabetes. So one day my grandma came to pick me up in her Chevy Caprice Classic, because we were pretty fancy. And I get in the front seat, and in the front seat is my grandma, it's me, the giant baby seal dog, and a crochet Kleenex box. And my grandma starts to go towards Kentucky Fried Chicken. I'm like, this is it. I gotta say no. And right as I am about to say no, I make eye contact with my dog. And my dog looks at me and all of a sudden says, "Don't fuck this up for me!" And then goes back to being the giant baby seal dog, just like this. Which is actually the same face that I make when I wear skinny jeans. It hurts. It hurts so bad. Now let me ask you guys, have you ever been compared to the entire Honey Boo Boo family? Anybody? Anybody? No? No? Just me? Cool. Oh my God, that show came out and everybody started tweeting me, "Oh my God, you look just like Honey Boo Boo. You gotta impersonate Honey Boo Boo, you look just like her." I was like, that was not a compliment, thank you. What was even worse is when I realized that all I had to do in order to impersonate Honey Boo Boo's mom, this is literally all I had to do.
Hello. Are there any heterosexuals in the audience tonight? Okay. One of my responsibilities as a gay comedian is to teach straight people a little bit more about gay culture. For instance, I'm not a regular gay guy. I'm what's known as a bear. And what that means is that I am bigger than most gay guys, I am hairier than most gay guys, and I enjoy mauling hikers in national parks. And I love picnic baskets. But it's strange, like what it means to be gay has changed so much, like just in my lifetime. Like, there are so many kids who are coming out in high school now. And that's weird to me, because back in my day, you weren't gay in high school. You were just like a varsity gymnast with a flair for the dramatic. It took like 2 semesters at a decent college before you were gay. It's weird, like 50 years ago, 100 years ago, to be an out gay person, you had to be amazing. You had to be like Virginia Woolf or Oscar Wilde. Now, essentially, we'll let anyone in. Ladies and gentlemen, what I am saying is that being gay used to be Harvard. Now it's DeVry. The other day, I was at a gay bar, and a dude walked in with a blue handkerchief in his back left-hand pocket. Do any of you guys know what that means? He's a Crip. No, that would be a different show, sir. No, it's this thing called the hanky code, and gay guys use it to indicate like what sexual kinks they're into. Like blue means S&M because black and blue, and yellow means you're into water sports, and brown means you're German. But I saw this dude with the handkerchief in his back pocket, and I realized I have an app on my phone that uses Defense Department level technology to locate the closest slutty gay guys and tell me what they are into. Which meant that that dude with the handkerchief in his back pocket didn't just want to have fetish sex, he wanted to have anachronistic fetish sex. He wanted to have fetish sex that was an homage to fetish sex of yore. He was the erotic equivalent of a Civil War reenactor. And in these reenactments, people do get shots.
I flew in. I was in France. I was in the south of France vacationing with my family, and it was hot. Good Lord. This heat wave is ridiculous. It is hot. You know, I know, like, when stuff is real, when wildlife starts acting crazy. Like, you know, like you hear about those polar bears? They invaded a town, and they were like busting into homes and going through trash. They were like breaking into cars. Yeah, they were jumping into cars and then turning on the AC. Like, whoo, shit. Crank that up, good Lord. Hot. That's climate change. You know, and climate change causes weather to act, you know, crazy. Right? You get all these weird weather events and shit. Like in California, we went through a whole series of earthquakes. Now, I'm an East Coast person, right? So I ain't used to like the ground moving around and stuff like that. So it scared the hell out of me. I was home by myself. So, I'm asleep. It's like 11 o'clock at night. I'm in the bed, and all of a sudden, something just went bam. And I was like, what the hell? And I just was looking out. You know, I thought I was going to see a hole in the side of my house, right? And I'm just sitting there, and all of a sudden, my phone buzzes. Bzz, and it's my friend Miley. And she's from the East Coast, too, and she knew I was home by myself, so she buzzed and was like, that was an earthquake. I was like, oh, okay, thank you. What the hell that was, right? So now, my dumb ass, I'm just staring out in the darkness like, where the hell is that earthquake? Let me see if I can see it, right? So then, a few minutes later, the phone buzzes again. Bzzz, it's Miley. But I put your shoes next to your bed. I'm like, okay, that's a good idea in case I got to run out the house, you know. Because my friends, they know me. They all got their little earthquake bags ready to go. My dumb ass staring in my closet. Oh, now, what's a good earthquake shoe? Now, what's a good... Probably something closed toe, rubber sole. I'm thinking, okay, yeah, let me get these boots. That's going to be good, okay. All right. Put those next to the bed. And then I'm just sitting there, just waiting for the next earthquake. And then my phone buzzes again. Bzzz, Miley. I like to keep my bra next to my bed. I'm like, well, that just took a turn. Wasn't expecting that. I'm like, okay. So I thought about it. I'm like, well, this makes sense because Miley, she's short and she has really big titties. So she needs to keep her bra next to her bed. Because if she ran out of her house with no bra on, that would just be another disaster. You know, I can see her running out there, titties just flapping, you know. She's knocking out first responders. Yeah. Yeah, tripping people up, you know. So I'm like, okay, good. She needs that. But Molly forgot that I don't need a bra because of the type of breast cancer I had. I had to get new titties, so I got new titties, so I didn't need a bra. And then I thought about it. I'm like, yeah, lemonade out of lemons, right? lemonade, right? So I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? And I bet if like something happened and I ran out of my house with no bra on, and 55 years old, and my titties just standing there, I was like, I bet that would kind of have like a calming effect over the whole crowd. You know what I'm saying? Like something happens and then I just bust out the house and just... And then just strike a pose and the moonlight just bounce off my titties. I could just see people just running around going nuts like, ah. We gonna be all right. Oh my God. Look at it, see? And that's another thing. I can't take heat, man. I'm in menopause. I'm up here having a hot flash. What the hell? I gotta do something. I gotta get a new gynecologist is what I need to do. I do. No, because, it's awful going through these things. I want somebody to help me take care of this thing. And my gynecologist, the other one, I had to get rid of her too, because she was too chatty. Nobody wants a chatty gynecologist. That's not time for conversation. When I go to your appointment, I want you to just say two things. Just scoot down, because that's what they all say. Then say thank you while, if there's a problem, we'll call you. If you don't hear from us, you're good. That's all the conversation I want. That's it. But I had a gynecologist that she just would talk all the time, like we were buddies. Like I'm in there, got my foot up in these things and stuff, and she just like, and she would do this when she come in. How's it going? I'm like, first of all, no. You don't pat me on my knee, no. Like I just scored, hit both of my free throws and we on the same team. Good job, man. No. And then it was all this conversation like, so what's going on, huh? What's happening? Getting into anything good this weekend? Oh, man. Hey, did you hear that? I'm like, well, she shut the hell up. What is she... Like we're friends, So I always wanted to get her back. I thought about doing this, like I'm in the stirrups and she's like, hey, girl, so what's going on? What's good? I want to just take my big toe and brush her hair back. Just to be like, what you know good? What's up with you? And that would probably start my Me Too case right there, huh?
Guys, I think it's weird that Russians are so anti-gay. I mean, they invented the concept of a woman inside a woman, inside a woman, inside a woman. Thank you, that is my best joke. I was watching a documentary about rescue dogs recently, because of course I was. I'm everything I look like I am. Any assumption you've made about me is correct. I'm vegan, I'm gluten-free, and you're right, I don't watch a lot of porn because I find that it doesn't emotionally resonate with me. I've been thinking about what kind of porn I would like to see, and I'm trying to speak it into existence Oprah style, so I'll tell you right now. This is what I'd like to see, all right? I'd like to see a hot woman. Again, no surprises, I hope. All right? Little bead of sweat, probably, because she's bent over, working it, applying for an arts grant. Yeah! Take it! Take money for your art, take it! That's what I would like to see. Does my face get too aggressive when I yell, take it? Not aggressive enough. Okay, thank you, I heard you. I was watching this documentary with my little rescue dog, who I'm very much in love with. By round of applause, how many of you guys have dogs? Okay, good. So I was watching this documentary about rescue dogs, and I believe that we could transform society if we were to treat people like we treat rescue dogs, right? Because when rescue dogs have an issue, we always think about what happened in their past, what trauma did they go through, why are they like this? And when people have an issue or they're being jerks, we rarely think about what happened in their past, what trauma did they go through, why are they like this? And I think we should think about that more for people. Yes, absolutely. We should think about that for people, and then if they're jerks, if they continue to be jerks, we should put them down. It's the only way to do it, right? Like, we explain to you the rules, you don't seem to get it, you go night-night now. Shh. Long forever night-night. And I have compassion for people with real issues, but I mean like your everyday jerks. That's who we don't need more of. I was on a plane recently, and before it took off, these two guys were arguing in the aisle. Okay, and I think they were both kind of being jerks. I didn't really hear what they were saying. A lot of times when men are talking in public, it's just like white noise to me. I don't hear it. Blissfully ignorant. And I didn't hear them until one of them said to the other guy, he goes, "And you're a and that's when I perked up. Like a gay superhero. I just had sonar hearing for that one part. I was out of my seat immediately. I was just like, my people need help. Immediately grew 2 leather cuffs. That's how lesbians get them, if you didn't know. Anytime we do any spontaneous social justice, a leather cuff appears. So I didn't know what to say, but I knew I had to get involved. And I panicked. Because I heard myself say, as it came out of my mouth, "Hey, I'm a It's close. But it's not totally accurate, right? But it did what it needed to do. It got these two guys to shut up, stop arguing. They were just staring at me confused, like 2 Labradors trying to do math, just like, what? But then it had the unintended consequence of getting a whole area of the plane to also stop doing what they were doing and also stare at me. And I don't know if any of you have ever yelled, "I'm a in public." There is a silence that follows. I could feel everyone's eyes on me, and I suddenly was filled with so many questions. I thought I had done the right thing, and then all of a sudden I was like, was that hate speech? Am I gonna get arrested? What gender am I? Like, things got deep and weird and philosophical. And then just when I thought I was gonna melt down, the guy seated directly behind me said, really matter-of-factly, he goes, "I'm also a It was amazing. And then, from another part of the plane, we didn't see this guy, we only heard this guy. Some hero shouted out, "We're all like, annoyed. He brought annoyance to the situation. I don't think he heard how it started, but by the time it got to him, he was annoyed. And I don't know, he could have been right. It was a flight from Toronto to LA. We could have all been absolutely. Just a bunch of with dreams trying to get close to the sun. I don't know. But it was incredible because what had started as a really ugly moment just completely turned around, and it felt like we all came together as a group, right? We drew a line, we said, this is unacceptable, and it felt like we all agreed, you know, that initial guy that kicked it off, he should be put down. That's the exact type of person that we don't need more of. And then the plane took off, I think, or we were just uplifted by the spirit of humanity. What it is to stand up for ourselves and look out for each other. And then we heard, this is your pilot speaking. I'm also a